All products and styles mentioned in this video are based on personal testing and real-life wear. All thoughts and opinions are real and that of my own experience shared with a creative twist. Welcome to A Hair Story. Welcome, beauty enthusiasts, to another episode of the Styling Product Showdown. I'm your host, Amber Winters. If you've got flat hair and lifeless roots screaming for help, boy, are you in for a treat today. Today, we'll be testing 3 top volume products in a 24-hour volume challenge to see which one is going to give us that thick, full, bouncy hair we're all obsessed with. Will it be the pricey pro options, or can a Drugstore Gem give us volume for days at a fraction of the cost? Our contestants' chosen volume products will be scored on price point, performance, feel, and smell based off of a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst and 5 the best. You at home, we're gonna need your votes in the comment section below on which product you think performs the best. Now that the rules have been laid out, let's meet our contestants, which you may recognize. We've got Summer Beauty, an 18-year veteran stylist, a woman who breathes, eats, and sleeps volume. She's got a serious love affair with poof. Silky Sue, she's won 4 of our previous styling product comparison episodes. Will her winning streak end today? And finally, we have Bouncy Brenda. She lives for maximum volume, believing the bigger the better when it comes to her hair. All 3 contestants have prepped their hair with the same products, both in and out of the shower, so the same volume shampoo and conditioner, as well as a lightweight leave-in conditioner to make sure they share the exact same starting point. They also spent time smelling and testing product feel in their hands prior to application to get an idea about each product. They've taken notes to help determine the scoring of each product to pair with its performance. It's important to note that during their blow dry process, they'll also be styling their hair the same way, using the same tools and doing the same routine in their 24-hour time frame. Let's check in with each of them now to hear a bit more about their product picks. Summer, I know you have quite high standards when it comes to volume products. Can you tell us what made you choose this product?
Amber, you are absolutely right. I know volume like the back of my hand, and I thought, what better product to test than K18's brand new and first ever volume product, their AstroLift, which is also more than just a volume spray.
Oh, do tell. What makes it so special?
This one is built with a hair fiber volumizing blend for noticeable plumpness, and it has the K18 peptide, which, if you're not a hair nerd, basically means that it helps to fix your hair from the inside out while giving you volume. So it's almost like a 2-in-1 product. They claim that the volume lasts for up to 2 days, along with humidity resistance, all while reversing your hair's damage. They say this product works especially great for people with fine hair that's damaged because it's very lightweight, so it has got a lot to live up to.
And how would you rank it on our scoring scale?
Well, it's definitely on the bougie side. Price point wise, coming in at $46 for just 4 ounces. So I have to give it a 1 on our scoring scale for that. But I do love some of their other products, so I'm hoping that that price point is worth it. It felt very light in my hands when testing earlier. There was no stickiness or residue, so I'm gonna give it a 5 for product feel right now. The smell, on the other hand, it left me very disappointed.
Oh my, that's quite a bummer to hear.
Yeah, it smells very much like a chemical product, and something that you would maybe expect from a very low quality product. It's getting, unfortunately, a 1 for smell. I'm not sure what they were thinking on this one when they came up with the fragrance.
Well, hopefully the smell doesn't linger. Any specific steps on how this product should be applied?
The directions suggest that you shake well and generously spray throughout the hair from roots to end, so it's an all-over hair application.
All right, well, good luck, Summer. I'll let you get to your blow dry while we check in with Sue and Brenda. Good luck. Sue, with so many product wins under your belt, I have to imagine that you picked something great to uphold your reputation.
I sure did. I stayed true to my drugstore gems and I picked Garnier Fructis, their Sky High Volume Mousse. With how great their Sleek and Shine performed in the last product showdown, I had to pick something from them again. And like their hairspray, this offers 24-hour hold, so the sky really is the limit.
Ah, yes, that brand did perform amazing in the last showdown. How is this one ranking on the scale so far?
Price point, it is so amazing. I scored this for a total of just $8.33, which puts it at a full 5 on our scale. Compared to K18, it is basically free. Product feel, it was nice and light. It feels almost like a watery gel. And for that, I'm gonna give it a full 5 as far as product feel. There's no like stickiness currently. It has a nice floral smell to it, which first coming out of the can seemed strong, but it sort of like dissipated afterwards and it just ends up smelling more fresh and clean. So for that, I'm gonna rank it still at a 5. So I have really high hopes.
Wow, 5 across the board. Are you applying this like a standard mousse or do they suggest using it a certain way?
They keep it nice and simple. You give it a good shake, dispense into your hands, and apply evenly into the hair. To get even coverage on my hair, I use just over 3 dollops of mousse, so the amount needed will just depend on how thick your hair is or how long it is.
Well, Sue, I'm excited to see how it performs, and I'll let you get started.
Thanks, Amber.
Brenda, last but certainly not least, what can you tell us about your product pick? I have to admit, I myself have heard lots of good things.
Yes, this is the ever so loved, a cult classic, really, Color Wow's Extra Large Bombshell Volumizer. This hits all of the points, Amber. We have got long-lasting hold, heat protection, and it's alcohol free, meaning that it's not gonna dry your hair out. This also claims to add shine to the hair. So from that description alone, I can see why that it's such a popular product.
My, that does sound impressive. How would you rank it right now based on your pre-test notes?
Well, it's not quite as affordable as Garnier Fructis, but compared to K18, it's basically a steal. This is $26 for 6.5 ounces. So I'm gonna place it right in the middle at a 3. I think that that's fair. Product feel, it's very light. It's a foam that turns into sort of this watery gel-like consistency, and there was no sticky feeling at all. So I'm gonna place it all the way at a 5 for product feel right now. The smell, it doesn't really smell like much. It's not strong. It doesn't really smell like anything. So for that, I'm gonna put it at a 4 because I think some people might find that their lack of smell is a disappointment.
Decent scoring to start off. As that it's a foam over a traditional mousse, is the application the same?
The directions, they're clear and concise. You apply about 2 to 3 pumps worth of foam into each section of your hair. So it is sort of a lot of product, but it also at the same time allows for the product to be evenly spread through the hair.
All right, Brenda. Well, I'll let you get started and we'll check in just a bit.
Thanks, Amber.
Now that each contestant has applied their product, the showdown is in full swing. All 3 ladies are blow drying their hair using the same hot tools and styling techniques. They are using the Sutra iBob blowout brush for their blow dry today to help assist the volume they hope to see in their products. All 3 ladies say lifting the hair straight out or up from the head creates more volume, and rotating the ends of the hair through the dryer help to add that perfect amount of bounce and bend to the layers. Let's check in at this halfway point to see how each of them are feeling about their product's performance. Summer, how do you feel K18's AstroLift is performing thus far? Is it living up to its claims?
It's going okay. I have to say I was hoping for a little bit more with it being called AstroLift. I definitely have some like bend through my ends that I appreciate, but so far in my top section, I don't quite feel like there's as much volume, but I'm hoping in my final top section, I'll be able to kick it up a notch.
And any changes to your original scoring on our scale?
Scoring scale, all my original ones from the testing as far as like product feel, that stays the same. There is no product feel in my hair, which is really nice. The smell, I still can smell it, so that's definitely not changing, but It'll just come down to how it finally performs to see if anything gets moved up for that product performance.
Well, Summer, hopefully it goes well for you in your final sections. I'll let you get finished up, and I can't wait to see the final results.
All right, thank you.
Sue, I know you probably have some strong opinions formed already on your product pick in action. What can you tell us about the performance thus far? Are you changing anything with your rankings?
You know, I have to say that I am very happy with the performance thus far. I think that it's giving me volume, it's giving me bounce, it's giving me bend, so I'm really enjoying it. I don't know that I would change necessarily any of my rankings so far. The product feel might get dropped down a little bit. I'm curious to see how it'll feel throughout the 24 hours. I definitely have a little bit of a texture feel to my hair, but it's definitely still touchable, so I'm okay with it because I can get my hands through my hair easy.
Any worry at all about the other ladies, their products performing better than yours?
Absolutely no worries. I am confident in my pick, and I can't wait to see how well it holds up.
I love the confidence. I'll let you get finished up.
Thanks.
All right, Brenda, what can you tell me so far about performance? How you feeling?
You know, I have to say I'm really happy so far with the performance. I definitely have some nice bounce going on with my hair. I feel like looks really quite shiny as of right now, and I'm very excited to see how it performs in my shorter layers up top.
And for our scoring scale, would you make any changes to your current placements?
You know, I wouldn't change anything right now on the scoring scale. The feel is still like there's hardly any product feel at all in my hair. I'm happy with everything so far. So for now, scoring stays the same.
All right, Brenda, good luck with the rest of your blow dry, and we'll see you in a little bit. All three contestants are breezing through the blow dry process, all having different experiences with their chosen products. Sue seems to be very confident with her product performance, but Summer and Brenda are still in it to win it. And remember, we have a full 24 hours to see which product has the best hold. Now that they are each in the final stage of their blow dry, they all say the final top section of your hair is where you want to really give it your all for getting max volume. I know they each are working their arms hard to see their product's full potential, and I want to remind each of you at home, be sure you lock in your vote via the comment section to let us know what product you think performs the best. Your support means everything to us here at Summer Beauty, and we're happy for you to be a part of it. Here we have the final looks of each contestant, and we have labeled each one with their chosen products. Our judge is going to be taking into account product feel, smell, and performance of the product, what it looks like right now, immediately after, and how it continues to hold up into tomorrow. Over the next 24 hours, all three ladies will be going about their day the exact same way to see how well each product holds up. They'll be running their hands through their hair, spending time outside to fight the Florida heat and humidity. They'll also be wearing a shower cap to protect the hair from the steam, as that's ideal for any and all hair types. They'll also be sleeping on a silk pillowcase and wearing their hair in a loose pony to help preserve as much volume as possible. Here again is a recap of what their hair looked like immediately after styling. Again, the products are paired with each person so you can know which is which. And here is what their hair looked like after time spent outside in a normal daily routine. And here is what they look like in the morning after a night's rest prior to any restyling. It is so interesting to see how each of these products performed. Each contestant is going to reshape their hair a bit. Reshaping is a great way to reignite your volume and remove any dents or creases that may have formed while you sleep. Heat protection, though, is of the utmost importance when reshaping, so be sure to apply a heat protectant spray onto each section of your hair. Our contestants will link in the description their favorite products for this, and you can find all of the products used today linked below if you are eager to test any of these out for yourself. Now let's hear from each contestant on their final thoughts and see the final results. K18's volume spray is a complete disappointment that fails to deliver on basically every promise. The frustration of watching a brand slap the word volume on a product just to tap into a new customer base really infuriates me. First, the quality issues. The bottle literally stopped spraying halfway through my application, which is completely unacceptable at this price point.
All right, hit stop. As for performance, while I had some initial bounce and bend in my layers after blow drying, any volume was completely gone by midday. Their claim of up to 2.5 times fuller flexible volume lasting up to 2 days is absolutely non-existent in reality, at least for myself. According to their website, those statistics came from a study of just 34 subjects, which I find to be wild considering they were acquired by a multi-billion-dollar company. You think that they could spring for more than 34 people. I myself could gather more people than that in 1 week on my own. There is no product feel whatsoever, and it did give my hair shine, so that was nice. But as far as them calling this a volume product, it is not worth your time or money if you're looking for even the slightest bit of actual volume. K18, I love your original repair mask. However, the AstroLift gets a well-deserved one for product performance. You won't find me suggesting it to anyone. I have to say, I was disappointed in Color Wow's Bombshell Volumizer. Bombshell is quite a word choice, and I don't feel my hair was giving that. For the price point, I find the amount of product they recommend to be quite a lot. It gave my hair shine, and while it felt soft and touchable on day 1, by the morning on day 2, my roots kind of felt a little oily, which I didn't enjoy. So for that, I have to move my original ranking of a 5 down to a 3. Overall performance, it's landing at a 2 or a 1. Did my hair look bad? Not exactly, but for the claims and advertising Color Wow puts out for this product, I found no real volume to be in my hair. Good marketing goes a long way, I suppose, but I overall don't find it to be worth a purchase. You know, sometimes it's hard being so good at picking products, but someone's got to be good at it, right? I had high hopes for Garnier's Sky High Volume, but in all seriousness, it really did impress me. This gave me the perfect amount of volume. I felt both the bend in my layers and overall volume held well through the day, and my hair reshaped great on day 2. Product feel, there is a touch post blow dry, so I'll move my original ranking from a 5 down to a 4, but in my opinion, in order for a volume product to create volume in the hair, there almost has to be some sort of product feel if the product's going to work, but I would not call the feel it gives me super stiff or sticky as a whole. I don't think that it provided quite as much shine in the hair or smoothness in my ends maybe as K18 or Color Wow did, but pair this product with something like John Frieda's Frizzies, it will also provide that for you, and you'll still come in at a lower price point for both of those products for less than K18 or Color Wow cost on their own. Performance, I have to give it a full 5 for creating volume and living up to its claim of 24-hour hold. If you want volume at an affordable price point in today's comparison, it cannot be beat. And again, if you want that added shine or smoothness in your hair, add a little bit of Frizzies and you will be all set.
We've had so much fun here today, and I hope you all at home have as well. Once again, here is a final recap of the hair immediately after styling and what it looked like post reshaping on day 2. After careful consideration and our stylist ranking and recommendations, the win goes to Garnier Fructis Sky High Volume. This hit all the points and the price point is just way too good to pass up. Don't forget, final input for a winner comes from you at home, so be sure to share which products you think came out on top, and while you're there, share any products you would like to see tested next. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll leave you with this fun blow dry tutorial you can find right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.